What's the
We
deal,
live.
man? Yeah, if weather
Peace,
changed, man, I got me some ginger here. Got me some
peace,
hot
peace.
water with ginger.
Hot water with ginger, huh?
Yeah,
Hot
man.
water with ginger. Throw some lemon in it too, right?
Some lemon. I need the full effect. I need the full effect.
All right, how you doing, brother Kaz?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
You know, it's
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Well refreshed. Like I told you earlier, I went to bed mad early yesterday, man.
Right.
Mad early, like before the football game even started. So it was like, yo, got up
That's
early, did my
that's how
thing,
decent
running
time.
around, doing the errands, doing the things I gotta do in the real world here,
Absolutely.
you know. And um, I don't think we didn't get to talk on the phone for the past 2 or 3 days. We didn't
Yeah.
speak on the phone, but we've been texting. So
We're shooting
I
some
figured
text. Yeah.
let's turn on the camera and see what we could create some magic, you know?
Right, right, absolutely,
Things
all the time. You know
things
how we
things
do it. We know how we do it. Yeah, I was talking to brother Smitty, and I had to compliment him on that interview. Excellent interview with him and Artie. You know,
fire,
light side dark questions, and I was like,
fire.
wow, man, that was good, man. That was really
Oh
good.
no, fire. Probably one of the best Smitty interviews, and
Right.
one of the best artists interviews. Shout out to them. That was really it was very very well. Like kudos to
Man.
that. It was a different like an
Different vibe.
environment. Yeah,
Yeah.
like completely. I hope
A
to
lot
see.
of
I
people
hope.
express the same supplements. A lot of people said the same thing. So that's when you know that it was good when everybody kind of say the same thing. And I think it was because we have an influence on each other, right? So I think that they both had a good influence on each other, and it was really great. I really enjoyed it. I seen most of it. I was kind of on the train. I was coming back home from the city, but I seen most of it.
I wanted. It left me wanting more, and that's always great when you're watching content. Like
Yes.
I wanted more of that specific particular interview. Like
Right,
um,
right. Because the way he went about it was good, and it's funny that you say that. Because I was telling the brother Smitty, I said, "Yo, y'all brothers, you need to be on there at least once a month or something." Because I like the chemistry, and I think it kind of it was like an inviting feeling. Like it make other people want to get on the show, and he conducted himself really good, man. Artist did a
right,
great
right,
job,
right.
and Smitty
All
did a
across the
great job.
board, all across the board. Even the chat was behaving for the most part. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like very
yeah.
good. Shout out, kudos to them and that Smitty. That was a great interview.
It was positive. It was for yeah.
Keep it up, keep it up. So, what's up with you, Cos? What's going on, man? What's on
And
the agenda for today? What you thinking?
like now I just
I know
got
you said something about some Cardi B stuff. What's going on? You hear about that? You
oh
was telling me about.
Car- Cardi B, I think she's about to drop. She's about to have a baby or something like that, and she's online going back and forth with her ex-husband. And I can remember like a year ago, they've been going through this for a minute, right? It's rumors that he was cheating on her, and I'm like, wow, man, that's unfortunate, but it's these new age relationships, you know what I mean? But
Right.
she seems like a good girl, man. Despite everything else that people have to say about her, she seems like, a good woman. You know what I mean?
Uh, no comment from me.
Right, right, right. No, no, I know what you mean, because you know what?
she's
A lot of
she is
times,
wild. She is wild.
right, right. But I mean, overall, she seems like a good person, but she just might have her flaws about her. You know what I mean?
Right, definitely might have. She be bugging. She be online bugging. She made a
Right,
name. She
right.
made she made a good name for herself. She came out the Bronx and she did good. I guess she was chosen sort of. Let me use that loosely. She was chosen.
Yeah, I think she means well. I think she means well, but a lot of times, like you said, coming from that environment, we dealing with a lot of trauma, And sometimes we don't even need to be in relationships, man. We're bringing other humans into this world when we're dealing with a lot on top of that. So, maybe she needs some time
Mm.
to chill. She's talking about she out here slinging ussy and all of that. Maybe she needs to chill and have some alone time. Take care of those children. Because I think she got three now, right? Three children.
Well, probably three. I don't. I'm not. I listen to some of her old music, but I'm not. I'm not too in tune with Cardi B these days. Like
Okay.
it doesn't. She has a. If I'm not mistaken, there's not even no new music. I know she had one with dude, and then she was pregnant again. I don't even know if she gave birth to the
Yeah,
new
I think she
baby.
got three. I think she got three or either
Three.
two. But I think she got some new music coming out or something. Some new music out dropping.
She need a wave.
Matter of fact, I did
She
see
need
a
to make
video. I
some
did
noise.
see a
She
video.
needs she needs to make some noise because there was a time where Cardi B was it. She was dropping and every song was
Mhm.
hitting. Like
Right.
she needs that that push. Did you get to hear, not to get off Cardi, but did you hear that song with Khaled and Fat Joe?
Nah, nah, it's
Um
new.
Paradise? You never
Nah, I
heard
didn't
it?
hear it.
It got like, you remember that old school Clubhouse Spring Love? You
It
had
sounds
to
familiar.
be. It's
Say it
like
again.
Stevie B. Stevie B. It was like a clubhouse song. Well, anyway, they Khaled remixed the beat. He slowed it down a little bit or sped it up. But I think the song is
Okay.
deep. It sounds good. It's just I like the original of things more than
Right.
different aspects. So, but Cardi and her, I don't know if are they gonna stay together or you think they're gonna get divorced or is that already in the works?
Well, this is like supposed to be her third divorce, man. Her third divorce from him. So you never know with these type of relationships, but I think it looks like she's done. You know what I mean? A person can only deal with so much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think she's done, but you never know. You never know.
How old is she? You know how old she is?
I don't know how old she is. I don't think I don't know. These they like
35,
young.
maybe 35, 35 maybe, or younger, you think?
Probably so. She looks maybe about 35, 34, 35.
Mm, right,
Right.
right. I'm just chilling, man. And what about that Saladin book? That's a book. Jamal Saladin got a book going on.
Oh,
Matter
oh yeah, the
matter of
book.
fact, matter of
Yeah, the
fact.
book. I didn't even know the brother was an author. And a lot of times we don't even know this about people in the community, but the brother makes music. And I was on the phone with him yesterday. I was speaking with the brother yesterday, and you never know this, man, until you look a person up. But yeah, the brother, unleashing your power, I believe it's called. And matter of fact, so I'm
Matter of
definitely
fact,
gonna go,
yeah. Matter of fact, I
yeah,
gotta
I'm
support
definitely
that
gonna go
book.
out and
Grab it.
support the brother on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I caught up on some of his music, but it was
Mhm.
older music. It was older,
Yes.
and I like that the old school vibe. Even if he makes a newer song, like a new song,
Right.
like just made it a couple months ago, it still got that old vibe to it. A few of the older brothers that be on here making music, some of them still got that old
Right.
school vibe that a lot of the young generation don't even like. Like I don't like new music. I only like the older music.
Right.
It's not too often where a new song catches my ear. Like, nah,
Right.
it doesn't.
It's all about the energy. Like I was telling Saladeem yesterday, I said, I can listen to the brothers' music when I'm studying, I'm reading a book or something. It's more like not if I'm in the gym or something. I might listen to a little bit more DMX, a little bit more Tupac to channel that aggression. But I think his music is great. His music is great. I can listen to it while I'm reading a book or something. And I think the brother's very talented. He's very talented.
Nice, good, good. There's a like I can't do the new drill thing is not for me, man. And then the
Right.
sound, the sound that's in the music is a lot different than what it was. I think that, in my opinion,
Yes.
the sound bites of this new music, it's not doing what music used to do to us. It's making us behave a different way. Like it's
Right.
how could I explain it? It's almost like
Yeah.
a negative frequency being thrown in the air.
But it's the
Uh,
message. You know, the
mhm,
message is different. You know, when you listen to that music, it's more kill, kill, kill. And the message that they're sending out, it definitely has an influence on us, you know, just like
right,
certain conversations. So, you know, I say stay away from it. Me, myself, I don't listen to it. They got something called soft drill, and then they got the hard drill, and then they got some conscious drill. I guess that's just the sound of it. But that other drill, and these kids is they're influenced by it. They actually going out acting out the lyrics.
right.
It's different now.
It's
It's different.
you know it's interesting you say that because if a very talented drill artist could make a positive song, right? Like a good energy song somehow with like a positive message, I think that will send a trend and make more people want to do it. As long as the one who does it, and maybe there's somebody out there and I just don't know about them yet, but it's like it is cool to rap about positivity or peace. It is cool to do that. So maybe more people could jump on the bandwagon, like create a new narrative.
Us never them. Salute, salute, brother Bucks in the building.
It doesn't always have to be attacking each other. Like
Right.
take chances, take those chances and create different, unique music. Like whether it hit or it don't hit, like but take them chances. A lot of people are scared to take these chances because they don't want to look crazy or sound crazy
Right.
when we're talking about music.
Well, a lot of the young cats, they're motivated only for the money and the fame, because you look at the environments that they come from. You know, that means the most to them instead of just having fun and just being yourself. You know, I know you want to be rewarded for your talent and everything like that, but just having fun and enjoying yourself should be the main focus, the main motivation. The
True
money
love,
is
right?
gonna come. It's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? You just take your time. Look at brothers like Nas, different brothers that took their time and made the right investments. So these dudes, they're talented, right? But then they don't have no investment skills, none of that. You understand what I mean? So they lose out big time because they just basically throwing their money away.
Literally, and there's a
Shay
difference.
Love, salute, Queen.
There's a big difference between wasting money, spending money, and wasting money. There's a big difference, but they don't.
Right,
They gotta understand how it works. Like, but cause when some of these kids are coming up and they're making millions of dollars at a very young age, like
right.
how you how is anybody really gonna be able to tell them what to do or how to move when they feel what they did is obviously right because they get in the bag, so to speak.
It's going to be hard because, right, they don't have the education on it, right? So if you got a whole bunch of money, you just worried about that day. You're not thinking about tomorrow. I remember when I got a lawsuit when I was young, right? I was about 18. I got $30,000, right? The first settlement, hard cash. I wasn't thinking about the next day. Yeah, I felt like I was rich. I went straight to the avenue. So this is what a lot of these children are doing because they got the
Right.
card. The card is unlimited. So can you imagine you just could swipe all day? So they just get caught up mentally. They're not thinking
Right.
about the future. They thinking about that day or maybe tomorrow. They're not thinking about long term. And then a lot of times they're not even thinking about their family members. I'd rather have my family and the people around me straight, because if the people around me straight, I'm gonna be straight regardless. I don't need all
Right.
that extra stuff, but I'm gonna take care of the
I'm the
people. You know,
same way.
food, clothes, and shelter, and I'm gonna
The
be all right because
same.
they're gonna take care of you. You know, if
Right.
you invest in the right moves, you're gonna be all right.
Definitely. Take the chances if you could take the chances throwing dice at the game, you know what I mean? Take the
Right,
chances and do make some proper investments, you know. Say love, much love
absolutely.
to you, Queen. I see you in the comments. Thank you for stopping by.
Peace,
Uh,
Queen. Peace, Queen. Share love in the building.
definitely. Thank you for stopping by.
Brother Buck, salute. BX, stand up.
Bucks, I like Bucks too. too, man. Bucks be doing his thing, man. Salute to you too, Bucks.
Right, right, yeah. Buck stay
How
in
the
his
how?
lane. That's what I like about it. Stay in his lane.
It's like yeah, mm, a lot of people that be over here are pretty cool, pretty cool. I
Yes,
seen the troll.
yes.
I seen the troll a little while ago. It said, "How do I deal with this troll?" Guess what? I don't. Right, cause I don't. I
Right,
don't.
right. Yeah,
I'm with
the trolls, they paying attention, right? So what you do is, unless they say anything crazy, you keep them around and maybe they get educated. Sometimes people turn around. It's
right.
just they just want to get noticed, and it's about. Remember, he said before about communication. So some people don't know how to communicate effectively what they want, so they'll go about it another way. So unless they say something crazy or unless they offend somebody in the chat, you can keep them around a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until they say
What's
something
this?
crazy, then
I firmly believe you can say whatever you want in the world, right? But at the
right,
same time, you have to. Why would you want to say something bad, or why would you want to say something negative or disrespectful? It's like, yo, you gotta
right,
choose to not like. But I believe, hey, say whatever you want. Feel free. Not here in general. Say whatever
right.
you want. But like, how do you think of this? Like, how you think that it's okay to say what you just said or do what you just do? Like, yo,
Right.
mm,
Well, a lot of people kind of treat others the way that they feel like they're being treated, right? So when people are treated good, they come from a good environment, good family, then that's how they're going to treat people. So when you see people trolling and saying nasty stuff, a lot of times that's how they've been treated in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way they know how to communicate it. And people got this thing about revenge. There's no such thing as revenge. Revenge is like a childish daydream. There's no such thing as revenge, but people feel like they can get revenge and they take it out on certain people. People who
mm,
don't react, we kind of make ourselves like a sitting duck in a sense, but people are doing it to themselves, man. Just like we said before on a biochemical level, right? If you argue with someone else, you had to have that argument with yourself first. So you don't know
hmm
the damage you're doing to yourself when you're doing that. So you know what I mean?
it's just like I don't know. I can never like people make different pages just to talk the nonsense. Like
Mm,
talk the nonsense on your own page. Like
right.
I think that's respected more, right? Like don't
Yes.
run away to be somebody just so nobody would know who you are. Like
Right.
stand on what you say. And sometimes we gotta take. Sometimes we say things, and it's like, oops, I gotta take that back. I apologize. Like I put myself and maybe jump the gun a little bit and react. It's like, oh, learn for next time. Don't react. Don't react so quickly.
Right.
No.
And it's how we communicate with each other, right? Because I'm the type a person could say, damn near anything, express yourself, right? Because when you express yourself, then we can come to an understanding. But then you got some people for some reason, like you said, they make a fake page to tell you how they really feel when they can do it on their real page.
Right. You just
I'm
do it
not
on the
gonna
real. Right.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna knock your head off. I'm not that
Right.
type of person. Tell me how you feel. And if it's a real issue, we come to a solution. But a lot of times it's not a real issue with people. They just trolling and they just want to have a little perverted fun. But when you have an issue, you want to come to a solution if it's a real issue. So a lot of
If it's
times
a
it's not
real.
a real issue. It's just people don't know how to effectively communicate themselves. That's all. It's like a
This is
child. A child is not emotionally intelligent enough
right.
to communicate, so they go about it a different way. That's all. But
Sometimes
we're
I
not.
see
Yeah.
sometimes I see people communicating and trying to get a situation corrected or fix whatever problem they might have, but
Right.
everybody's speaking at the same time. So it's like it's I don't know if they could understand each other, but us watching it, it's kind of hard to listen to three or four people talking at the same time. So
Right. Right.
we have to be better at communicating with each other. And
Yes.
I've seen tremendous progress, but it's still them times where it's like, yo, everybody talking, 4 or 5 different people talking at the same time. It's kind of I
Right.
can't I can't I have to leave immediately because it's too much. It's like chaos. It's like watching TV with 5 different TVs on, like, and the
Yeah.
volume up. Like
No, I feel you. I
it,
feel you.
it's no.
And yeah, and when we say something, we got to be confident and we got to be sure about what we're saying, right? You always want to be truthful and you want to be compassionate, but you don't want to hurt people intentionally. So we got to bring out the real self. So you got a lot of people that's online that they're wearing a mask. I was just listening to Sub Zero, where Sub Zero said, "Yo, I'm tired of wearing this mask." So he just took the mask off, and now he's getting at people. But that's really not the right approach. So sometimes you got to fall back and really, know what you want to say,
Right.
why you want to say it, who you want to say it to. You got some people that's just, they're just getting at anybody. You know what I mean? They just getting at anybody, and that's not the effective way to get at it. Because if you talk crazy to somebody, then they're gonna talk crazy to you. Most people, they're gonna talk back crazy, and you never get anything done like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because right, the second I think, or the second I feel that YouTube or social media is having some sort of impact on me, or it's making me feel some kind of way, then I
Right,
know it's time to put it down for a minute. Like, I don't want to.
right,
I'm not here. I'm not. There are a handful of people that I wouldn't say gotten into, but surprisingly, like, a disagreement, but that
right.
I've been attacked, like, surprised, like me, like, what the.
Yeah,
I'll just keep it moving. I'll unsubscribe and keep it moving. Like,
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what you're
No,
thinking. I don't mean no harm, no foul to anyone, ever, ever, ever.
right.
Like,
No, and that's the best way. That's the best way to handle it, because a lot of times, like I said, people come around. Like I had people attack me on Instagram, right? My homegirl from Arizona, she had put me on this brother, he subscribed to me, right? And I was speaking about crystals, and he had something crazy to say. So actually, I had mentioned it to her. I didn't want to say anything, to be honest, but then I mentioned it to her, and she spoke to him, and then he hit me back, and he said he was having a bad day. He was a little wasted or whatever. So you never know what other people are going through, but it's on you how you handle it. Just because
right,
somebody give you that energy, you don't got to give it back to them.
right, nah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, like, yeah, I can remember one specific time, and just, I won't even say names because I don't want it to turn into this, but
Right, right, right. I understand.
somebody was on a platform, and somebody in the comments kept shooting and kept, like, being disrespectful and going on and on. But there was great content going on,
Right.
and the person was like interrupting, interrupting the flow.
Mm,
I'm like, yo, chill with all that extra stuff, man. Let them do what they doing. Next thing you
right,
know,
right.
just spazzed and went ham on me, went crazy on me.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap! I was like, holy crap! I was like, yo,
It'd
me.
be
Look,
like that. It'd be like that.
I was like your 15th subscriber dude a couple years ago. Like, I'm
Right.
here supporting you, and if this was your platform and somebody messing up the groove in the comments, like, I will say the same thing. Like, some people, some people
Yes.
like to distract when there's great conversations and great build going on. Some of us people in the comments could be like, throw it off track completely, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We used to see that a lot, and
Yeah.
I used to tell Smitty about it too when we was on his platform. Every once in a while, somebody would come in the comments and mess up the
Right.
whole vibe, the whole energy, the whole conversation, that we get lost and causing confusion.
Yeah, because when you do a live broadcast, it's anybody can really come in. Weirdos, haters, and a lot of times they bring that energy. Whatever they're going through, a lot of times they bring it in, and then some people are just not conscious of their behavior. And like you said, some people know what they're doing and they do it on purpose, but it's all how you handle it, right? Because you're really in control. You're really the one in control So it's just all how you handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And sometimes we want to ignore those people, and then sometimes you want to give them a jewel. So it's confusing. You like, yo, should I ignore them? Should I block them? Should I give them a jewel? But it's confusing. But social media, it really has an effect on our well being, man.
right.
Big time,
It's like
man.
I could barely control or handle this one page I got.
Right,
Well,
right.
how am I gonna go make it more or make it? Don't get me wrong. I do have another page, and it is
Right.
Eric. I am Eric Kumba, or the real Eric Kumba, like that. And it was when we created the new digital media thing. Remember we
Okay.
created the is that you guys encouraged me to make another channel, and we were
Right.
supposed to build off that, but we never did. But that's I created that page. I don't even remember the passcode, none of that.
I know
But
that. Yeah.
imagine people are creating hundreds of pages. But I guess these days
Yeah.
it's easier to track. I guess it's easier to track and find out who's who.
Yeah. Like we were saying before, a lot of us have been using social media totally wrong. Totally wrong. And that's what gets a lot of us tripped up because a lot of people, like I was reading an article the other day that said, what is your drug of choice, right? A lot of people's drug of choice is dopamine, right? And they don't even realize it. When you scrolling and the notifications, like I cut the notifications off my phone. So I don't get any notifications and I don't have any apps. So when I'm on the street, I don't get any notifications on my new phone. And so we got to regulate it because social media is kind of like bullying us, right? I had downloaded an app on my tablet, right? And they keep asking me about, do you want to accept the cookies? I said no, and it pops up every 2 minutes. So I'm like, yo,
Mm,
how can I get this to stop coming up? So
denied,
it's something you can scroll down. It's a privacy setting, but social media is manipulating all of us. All of us. I don't care how wise you think you are. Social media is manipulating us. I went to go see my son because I go see my son and my granddaughter every 2 weeks. I take them a nice care package and everything. So I'm on the train and I hear this girl talking about, yo, did such and such like your picture yet? And she's like, no, that B is hating. And I'm like, wow, how you know your friend even seen the picture yet? Maybe she didn't see it. Oh, what about, what I mean? Anything can happen. You on the train, maybe she's on the train also. You just posted the picture 2 minutes ago and you didn't get. I'm like, wow, man. So when you see stuff like that, it's like, wow, man, you don't want that to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I took a little detachment from social media. I haven't been on Instagram in like maybe a week, like a
I
week.
don't even got. I don't got Instagram. I don't got
Yeah.
no other thing. I think, and I'm not sure. I think my wife has one, but and she has a picture with both of us on. I'm not
Okay.
even sure if it's Instagram or Twitter. Like I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay.
But I don't. I just do the YouTube thing. Like for now, at least for now, and it's
Right.
I
It's
don't know. This
nothing.
is
Right. I don't want to blame social media. I don't think there's anything wrong with social media. It's just how we're using it. And I do put some of the blame on those big tech companies because they know what they're doing with the bullying and the notifications, and they put it all up in your face. But social media is
selective.
good. Social media is good. It's just all how we use it. That's it.
How we use it, right? There was speaking of what's the name of the guy that owns the Facebook? What's the name?
Oh man, how could I forget his name? Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I guess he had an issue where like a few years back the feds made him like he could he wasn't
Yeah, I think he's in
keeping
court.
people.
I think he was in court because what happened is Meta gave him the opportunity to incorporate more social media. I mean, more mental health. I'm sorry, mental health awareness, and to speak about these things. And I guess he totally declined it, or he didn't get the messages. He said, I don't know, but he knows what he's doing. So some people is saying that he should take more responsibility of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Right.
see that much mental health awareness content, which we should.
Mm,
Which we should.
much of from what I've seen and what I gathered, he got bullied into
Okay.
giving the feds permission to access everything that
Mm,
the people are saying. And
right.
this happened years ago, but then today he like regrets doing that and is trying to
Yes.
change it. Is trying to change it like if you're speaking bad about the government, your video will get flagged or taken down. No, we should, like I said earlier, we should speak where you want to speak, but you shouldn't want to be disrespectful. At least
Because I know
as you,
they was passing the buck for a minute, right? He was blaming the White House was blaming him, the Meta was blaming him. So they was kind of passing the buck for a minute, but now I think they're regulating it now because with my new phone, it seemed like they asked me first, do you want this? Notifications, and I press no. I don't want any notifications. So now before they was like just straight bullying you. Now it seems like they're kind of regulating it a little bit better.
right. And TikTok was somewhere a different country because I keep
Tik-
hearing about banning it over here every so often. The discussion of banning TikTok is being
I
brought.
was just yeah, I was just listening to the radio. I think somebody from over here is trying to buy it and kind of want to give people their privacy back and kind of regulate it a little bit better because these apps they got all of our information, right? And people don't know the apps that
Facial recognition, like
all of
heck,
that. A lot of people don't know the apps that we participate with has an effect on our rent, our mortgage, our jobs, everything. So, but we didn't know that. You know, a lot of us just jumped into it face first, and we didn't notice. But it's so that's why I tell people take a step back. You know what I mean? Take a step back a little bit and educate yourself on this more. Because
mm,
I know I wasn't educated when I first came in. I've been online for a long time,
right,
and you know I'm just starting to educate myself more. So when you educate yourself, you want to educate your loved ones and other people. But social media is definitely not what we think it is. You know what I mean?
mm, right, causing imagine how our lives would have been us having this at 4, 5, 6 years old.
Right,
Us, like how would we have turned out? Like, because what they call them millennials. If you're born in a digital era, you're a millennium.
right,
That's
right,
that's imagine us if we were kids are able to work this at 3, 2, 3 years old. They can work the iPhone, they can work tablets, they can that is
yeah. No, you're right. They could work it better than us. You know what I mean?
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. They can work it
Uh
better than we can. You know what I mean?
hmm They definitely could. They definitely like
But they could work it
it's
better
fast,
than
it's
us.
fast.
But many of them are not educated on it. So we don't know what they're doing on social media, right? Like
Uh,
my daughter, whenever she gets on social media, it gives her mother alert on her phone.
oh,
And her mother, like when my daughter goes to sleep, her mother takes her phone in her room, so she reads all of her comments and everything, her text messages while she sleep. Not saying that they can't erase stuff or whatever, but when people know that someone's cares about them and someone is on them like that, they kind of less more reckless. So I think parents should do that with their children. Take their phone, look into their phone, check their phone out. You know what I mean? That's care. That's care. That's not being nosy as a parent. That's not being too intrusive. That's showing your child
overprotective, right?
that you
Right,
care. You know.
right, right.
Peace,
I'm like
peace,
that with my
boom,
little
in the building.
who that? Hey
So
babes,
just
I saw you love you babes.
peace, sis. Yeah,
Babes,
so
babes.
that's not being nosy. That's just showing your child that you care for them. You know what I mean? Because you got some children that's just reckless with the phone. The phone is paid for, but they're just reckless with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a tough one. He got himself my little one got himself in trouble at school. I guess
Okay.
he was slap boxing. He got caught slap boxing in the bathroom. And
Okay.
I I couldn't overreact and get mad because I've done that. You just happen to you got caught. It's not. I
Right.
was I was really at first. I was really really frustrated at first,
Okay. Yes, I
but
can
then I'm like
understand.
thinking about it like, yo, it's just like, yo, never mind the school. They got cameras everywhere. I'm okay with them having cameras everywhere.
No, that's
But you
true. That's true.
also have them in the in the classroom. They got them all over. They don't have them in the classroom, but they got them all over the school. Like, no, the
Wow.
teachers got to be held accountable as well, not just the kids. Did I
Yeah.
freeze up or something?
No, 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 I can hear you fine. I just it's a black screen, but I could definitely hear you. We can hear you. But a lot of these children, they got energy that they got to release. So maybe that's a sign that maybe you should put them in boxing class or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's I've been horse playing with him since he was very little, cause so
Okay.
like he's a strong kid. I think that if he really got in a fight with somebody, I think that he could cause harm. Like he could really cause some damage. Like
Right.
so,
Right.
I don't want him to be like that, but I don't want him to be a punk either. You know what I
At
mean?
the
But
same time. Yeah, I
it's
feel
like
you.
have that mental awareness when it's time to go, go. But if you can avoid it, if you it don't matter if you look like a Trump or like that. None of that matters. If you can avoid it, avoid it. But if it's time to defend yourself, go ahead. Please feel feel free.
Right. Right. You could just like I said before, anything that we into, we should be educated on it, right? So if he has that energy, you could put him into a boxing class and just teach him how to defend himself. Because you like you said, you don't want him to fight or hurt anybody, but just to defend yourself and to keep people up off you. That's just it. So to channel that energy, maybe boxing class, a little something, or maybe you can get some gloves and take them out in the field and do a little sparring with them. Get them ready, do a
Right?
little sparring with them, and then maybe do boxing class for a year. And if it's something that he likes, then you can extend it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would like for him to go with the technology route. Technology
Okay.
route.
Yes.
Like I would like it. Like I want him to be a nerd, so to speak. Like create
Yeah.
apps, create the
Yeah.
and there's opportunities, and a lot of our kids don't want to get into that. So I wish that they would. Like my wife, she has a cousin. God bless Chris. She has a cousin who's a big computer whiz genius, creates all sorts of things for different companies and whatnot. Like
Right.
I
Oh,
wish that he
beautiful.
could pick up this, pick up that, because he spends time on the tablets, the phone and whatnot. So I
Right.
just wish that he would use it properly and don't get caught up misusing it like we've been misusing it.
I mean, he could do both. Like my son, right? My son went to football camp, right? I thought he was a big kid, so I thought he would be really good in football, but he loved basketball. I was like, wow. So it's kind of like you find what they love, what they like, and you kind of incorporate it. You find some type of way to incorporate the two. So maybe he could do some online boxing or whatever. That's something that he likes or whatever. Just to channel that energy. Maybe have him work out, stuff like that. Lift some weights, do some push-ups, some football or something. Because a lot of these kids is full with energy. So you want to tame that energy. Because it's gonna
Mm.
come out either way. You know what I'm saying?
He was good at football too. He's real good at football. I haven't played
Okay.
with him in a little while, but he wasn't dropping nothing. He was
Mhm.
doing everything, cause everything. Now he's trying to do the basketball thing, so getting him ready for that. He's
Okay.
short,
How
yo.
old is your
Compare
son again?
11.
Oh man, he's still young, so yeah, he could try his hand at different things. It's kind of like throwing paper at the wet paper at the wall, seeing what sticks. So you sit down and you talk to him, you ask him what he's into, what he likes, and you try different things and you see what sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But he got to keep reading, and make sure
Yes.
school is good. Cause he's got this attitude right
Education
now.
education is important.
Yeah, he seems to not think school is too serious or important. I don't know where this new attitude came from, but
Right,
he's like,
right.
"Why school? Well, who Who needs school? School's boring. Who needs school? Who needs
Yeah.
school? No, no, no. I took his phone. Even I took his phone just for making a comment. Like, nope, that's
Right.
wrong attitude.
Yeah.
Wrong attitude.
It's probably the way that they're teaching them. You know, it's probably the way that they're teaching. But yeah, but you're right. Always let them know that education is a must because no matter what you get into, gaming, you know, boxing, whatever, you want to be educated on it so people won't be able to easily get over on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Right. Stay focused. It's like, yo, then I go to his school, right? He looks like he's one of the smallest kids in the school, yo. Can't even told you. Everybody's like really big kids. He looks like one of the smaller kids around.
Wow.
The smallest, he's a freshman, and it goes up to eighth grade. Eighth grade. What grade your daughter's in?
My daughter, she's in six right now.
Six, six.
Yeah.
Him too. My boy too. My boy too. So they probably around the same age, no?
No,
11,
yeah, my
12 -ish?
daughter, she turned 12 July. She turned 12 in July. So then she's, you know, I'm like, wow, she's gonna be traveling by herself now. But I'm like, yo, I want to go with her in the morning, take her to school and everything like that. But yeah, she'll be going to high school soon and all of that, man.
Right. My son was begging to walk home by himself. I gave him a little
Yeah.
freedom. I'm letting him walk home by himself. I got the
Like, even if you watch them, because my daughter, I would let her do the same thing, but I would watch it. She didn't know I was watching her, but I would still watch her just, you know, but I would let her walk because she's very smart. And these kids are smart. They know, they remember things, they know how to travel and everything like that. And you give them that little bit of freedom, not too much for them to handle, but you give them a little bit of freedom and you that's the confidence. You know what I'm saying? You build up
I
their confidence in them.
I just be feeling like I could be overprotective sometimes, and
Yeah.
it's
I
like
know
a
what you
balance.
mean.
It's good, but it's like, and it's he's 11. At 11, before
Right.
11, I was roaming the Bronx and some at 6 or 7 years old. So like
Yeah.
he's not doing that.
Yeah.
Like I don't let him go too far away from the house if he's chilling. Like only time if he's with his other friend Joel, who's I want to say 12 or 13,
Yeah.
his best friend. So I let him hang out with Joel. Joel's a big dude and he can hold him down. Treats him like a little brother. So
Okay.
it's like if you with Joel, you good, but by yourself, no, I won't.
Right.
I won't.
Yeah.
Like
And sometimes our children don't understand that. But my son is 24 years old, and if he tells me he's walking to the store, I'm still walking with him. You understand what I mean? So some children don't understand that. Yo, dad, I want to walk to the store by myself. But you know, as parents, you know, sometimes we just do that. You know what I
overprotective. So how
mean?
many you have? How many you have?
I got two. I got two. My son is 24 and my daughter is 12, man.
No, that's a nice gap, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely a nice gap. My aunt said, "Don't do that again. Don't wait 8, 9 years to have another one." But I'm definitely done. You know, I got my son, my baby girl, got my granddaughter. So I'm good. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yo, you got a grand. I didn't even know that about you, Cos.
Yeah, yeah, I got my granddaughter. I go see her every other weekend. I speak to her every day, but I go see her every weekend, take a nice little care package and everything. And yeah, so that's like my child too. You know what I'm saying? Because I be telling my son, do this and do he be like, but I gotta remember that's his daughter, but that's like my child too, you know what I mean?
I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to become a
Yes.
granddad. A granddad, yo. It's like
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I'm looking forward to it. Tremendous, tremendously. Like not rushing my kids either. If y'all out there, y'all hear me? I'm not rushing
I
y'all.
think you'll be a great grand too because you're already doing stuff with the children and stuff in the community. So that'd just be more reason. And I always think like extended family, that's more love in the family. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm big. I wasn't always this way though, cause there was when I was younger,
Right.
I was a piece of crap dad when I was younger, where it made it made her
Yeah,
take off on me. She took off on me, like, and I understood.
yeah,
But with time came
yeah.
change,
And patience,
and
having patience with people. Yeah,
right, like I'm grateful for that too, because it could have been like no people, but no, I've always been a part of their lives, always. But these
right, right,
these last 15 years have been so much better, so much just like yo,
right,
and
right.
I
And,
I,
and,
I dig
and
it.
I'm
Like
happy for you. I'm happy because when we love ourselves and we start to treat ourselves better, we can love others, and then we bring that energy
right,
to us. Where others will start loving
right.
us, and it's just about doing the right thing. Not
That
what
was
we
a
want to
burden.
do.
That was a burden for a lot of years. That was a burden on me. That
Yeah, a
I
lot
was
of
a
us, a
piece
lot
of
of
crap.
us.
I was a piece of crap. It's like I spent too much time crying over the spilt milk. So it's like, nope.
Yeah,
I had the wake up call that I needed and got my shit together, and the rest is history. It's like, yo,
right.
now the kids can call me anytime, and I'm always here. Whatever it is, just call me.
Absolutely.
I'm not stuck over here. I can't. So they call me right now. Say, Dad, I need you. I am there.
No,
I
and
am
I'm
there.
glad you got there, and that's what it's about. Realizing that we make mistakes. Mistakes turn into learning experiences,
Right.
and we're not that. We don't have to stay there just because we made a quote unquote mistake. We can learn from it, and then we incorporate that into our lives, and we keep it moving. But some people stay stuck in that moment where they so-called made their mistake. They stay stuck there. Just because I made a mistake, I'm not going to allow myself
It
to
don't
echo that
define you,
in my
right?
right to define me. No, it's not about that. That's just letting you know that you're a human being. Sometimes we're gonna do things. Some people are gonna let us down. Sometimes we're gonna let others down. But that don't mean that has to be us for the rest of our lives. We always talk about the brother Mike Tyson. Look at so many people who have changed their lives around and was so sincere about it. You know what I mean?
Mm, right. Definitely, Diva.
Right,
Tyson. Tyson got a. He's dangerous as well. Don't sleep on that. And he got a
right.
fight going. He got a fight about to happen. You don't think he's too old to be boxing, though, Kyle?
Um, I think once it's in you, it's always in you. I don't think it kind of really leaves
Right.
you because I know he's been
Right.
practicing and he's been training and everything like that. So I just think he's doing it for fun. I think it's an expedition, right? So I think
Uh,
he's doing it for fun, and
Excellent.
I think he might. The dude is taller than him, right? So if the dude try to chase him around,
Jake Paul,
he's
right?
definitely gonna get hurt, man. And that's one thing about bigger boxers. You don't chase the small dude around. You let them
Hmm.
come to you. So if he try to chase Tyson around, Tyson gonna get him, man.
I think Tyson gonna get his hands on him and knock him out. That dude is
Yeah.
like he's a troll. He's a troll, Kyle. That
Yes.
what's his name? Jake Paul. He's a troll, Kyle. Tyson gonna get him.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. It's gonna
I
it's
miss
gonna be good.
actually Floyd Mayweather was real nice. Yo, he was really really still
Yeah.
is still is that
Floyd
he had a
used his
fight with
head.
Conor McGregor. That Conor McGregor when
Yeah.
that happened, I was so looking forward to it.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it didn't live up to the hype, but I'm
No,
glad
but
it happened.
they promoted it. They promoted it real good because you had some people that actually thought McGregor was gonna win. I was like, yo, how you think this dude's gonna win against a professional like
I
Mayweather?
thought so too. I thought so too. I was one of those.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought so too. But it
yeah.
didn't happen.
Yeah, anything you do, you got to use your brain. You got to use your brain, and you got to use the smarts and the education that you have on that particular skill, and that's what a lot of people don't do. So with Mayweather, a lot of people crack Joe. I don't know if the dude could read or not, but the dude is smart at other things. I know some. You got farmers that might be quote unquote illiterate, but they make a good living on farming. You do what you're good at. You don't
Mm,
follow other people's path. You do what you're good at and you stay in your lane. Farmers, they
right.
make good monies, a lot of farmers, and they might not be the most quote unquote educated person, but they're intelligent. And there's a difference from being educated and intelligent. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's unfortunate, speaking of farmers and stuff, man, they are taking so much farmland away. Like as time goes on, more and
Right,
more farm more and more farmland is being not usable. I can't think of the word I was thinking, but it's like
yeah,
there
but
was
they want to
many
control
years
it.
ago there was fields everywhere, farms everywhere, but it's like as
Right,
time goes on, it's becoming less and less and less and less. Never mind the new rules that the FDA and people be making to make it
right.
difficult for the farmers because the system wants to give us whatever food they want to give us,
Well,
whatever they want us.
like you said, they're taking the farms away, and they're making everything in the lab. You know what I mean? So if marijuana was grown naturally, now it's grown in the lab. The fruits, the food, everything. So now they're like, yo, we don't need these farms. Everything is grown in the lab. You know what I mean?
Mm, this is there's this spot where I live at, right? And
Yes.
it's big, and they got like mountains of different colored dirt and whatnot. And
Okay.
for the longest time, I've said there's something about this land. There's something about it. Like I'm not sure. I can't point what it is. It's something specific about the soil that's over here. And
Right.
recently, we find out that they're gonna make a Tesla dealership there.
Oh wow.
Why, like, and that had me thinking more like, because obviously it runs on electricity, whatever it is, the phrase that they
Right.
use, it runs on that. Something like there's a reason why that would be there. Like that soil is for a reason, yo. It's for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint what it is exactly what it is, Cos, but it's like for years I've known that there was something about this specific soil.
Right. But you know the only thing with that is it's always gonna backfire, right? Because it's just like with a woman. If you mistreat a woman, your life will be hell, right? So if they're trying to misuse Mother Earth and mistreat Mother Earth, it's always going to backfire on them. You know what I mean? And
Even if it's not.
that's why we're going through so much in the world now. They're shooting stuff in the ionosphere, so we're having
Mm,
crazy weather, you know, all types of stuff, man. They're doing all types of crazy stuff, and this is why it's good to take care of the earth, take care of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And we have a direct communication with the universe. So when we eat, it affects the way we eat, the way we grow things. It affects the universe. It affects the earth. And you know, people that's earth conscious, a lot of people might look at them as widows or because they don't quite understand. But it's our job to take care of the earth and take care of the universe because these big corporations they're mistreating the earth and the universe. You know what I mean? And that's why
tremendous.
we're going through what we're going through with the weather, with these diseases. I got a little
Mm,
cough, and I'm seeing everybody coughing in the street, man. Everybody is coughing in the street because the
get the
weather's
mask on
changing.
again.
No, no, yeah, you have to. I see some people with the mask on, and you might think they look crazy, but we got the microplastics in the air. It's so polluted, and here in the Bronx, every other block they're building some building, so it's just nothing but pollution in the air. The
And
train,
debris and shit, debris everywhere. Yeah, like
right?
that is that is that is fair. That is fair. Like
Yeah,
where I
that's
where
why
I
I was
live at
telling
too, there
you.
used to be a whole bunch of different lakes and ponds, a
Mm,
whole bunch of different lakes and ponds, and now it's like every there's a new one that's unaccessible. Yeah, it's like no, this one's done with, this one's done with. Like, what the heck is going on
right, they put the
our world?
cement. They put the cement over it. But that's why I told you before. I like coming outside. Like me, I come outside a lot of times, like 2, 3 in the morning. I might take me a little walk. That's when the air is at its best. You know, it's not too many
Um,
vehicles out and things like that. So, you know what I
like
mean?
that when
But
it's still dark out. When it's still dark out, that's
right. It's not too many vehicles. It's less vehicles on the street. Or even when you come out, like maybe around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, But once it hits about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you got all of these trucks out, delivering at the stores and all of that. So the air is a little bit more tainted. But we just got to do what's best for us, man. And like you said, educate ourselves on different things. You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with wearing the mask. I said, cause I got a glove, right? I got the gloves, the latex gloves, and I wear one when I get on the train. Man, I was like, yo, I used to think it looked foolish, but it's about taking care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. I'm not hey, when God wants me to go,
Right,
I'm yours. I'm yours.
right, right, right. But don't
Rush.
go too
I ain't in a
soon.
rush, but it's whatever your plan is, Almighty, like I'm with it. Like only because I've known for the past years I've been doing everything to the best of my ability. Might have slacked off here and there, but I'm always striving to be the best version of myself and
Right.
making the people around me and closest to me better as well,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they heavily make me better. Like salute to my
Absolutely.
beautiful beautiful wife. She knows that.
Oh yeah, salute to your wife, man. And once you keep that good spirit, that good, beautiful spirit, that's all. Because you're doing things with good intentions. Sometimes you might do things that people don't agree with, but as long as it's with good intentions, you're gonna feel better, and that's good for your well-being. Totally. You ain't trying to hurt nobody, even
I've
though.
done that. I've done
Yeah.
that, cause I've hurt people. I've caused destruction,
Right.
poisoning in my community. I've done that
Uh-huh.
years ago. So it's my obligation to give back.
Right. Right.
It's my obligation to do better. Like it's to right every wrong.
Absolutely.
To right
Absolutely.
every wrong. Like
No, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job at
it's
it.
like
One of the
some
best
people go
ways,
a whole life. Some people go a whole life without
right?
changing, without waking up, so to speak.
No, and you, like I said, you're doing a good job because one of the best ways is the children and the women. So you have a beautiful relationship with your wife. You're working with the kids. That's it. And I'm not neglecting us as men. A lot of us could take care of our own self, but you do it. The women and the children, you're gonna be blessed. You're gonna be blessed. You know what I mean?
Right. All, and it's crazy, man. You speaking of that, all the kids that I have been involved with, it's crazy
Yes.
because now they're all becoming
Right.
young
See?
men, young,
See?
young men, adults, and it's beautiful to see for the most part because most of them are doing very well. A handful, and now it's time to get my hands on the newer generation,
Right.
the
Never
new ones
stop.
come in there, you know. And
Right. And
I met a few of them this summer, obviously at the
great.
park with my son. Some of them are helping my son play basketball, football, teaching them. I like these kids. You know, you get to know.
Nice.
Like I probably know at least close to 75 kids by name, like
Wow.
from the neighborhood and whatnot. At least maybe more. Maybe I'm at, but
That's good. That's
by name.
impressive. That's impressive.
By
Wow.
name. And it's I remember seeing them so young and so little, like like and they're growing. They walk into work or they doing
Mm.
this or they doing that. Like wow,
Right.
time time is flying.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What I do like is that the school that my son is in, the school my son is in, they allow us to go in every day if you want to go. You could go every
Hmm.
day. Like you don't need an appointment nothing like that. So you can go
Oh wow. Okay.
you could just go. So I definitely need to take advantage of that and make my presence felt in middle school. That would be a
Yeah.
great thing for me to do.
Right. Especially if it aligns with your spirit and it makes you feel good and motivates you. I'll tell you to do it. I tell you to do it.
Uh, that's what I'm for to help, man. To
King Delvin salute.
live, and laugh. Live, love, and laugh.
Right.
Delvin,
Right.
good brother, love. Live,
Right.
love, laugh,
This
and
world, like I was telling you before, this world is so big. Is many people that we haven't affected yet. so many sectors that we haven't tapped into, but the effect that you're making, and they're gonna pass that down to their loved ones and other students. So it's like that domino effect, or it's like that little pebble that you throw into the lake, and that has a bigger effect. So that's a beautiful job that you're doing, because
Mhm.
everybody ain't doing that, man. To be honest, everybody ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
I I try, man. I do. I give it my best, man. I know what it's like to have
No, you're
nobody
doing it.
around.
You're
I
doing it.
understand that.
You know
I
what I mean?
understand some moms got to work 2 or 3 jobs just to
Yes.
maintain a crib. So I don't judge if there's a kid
Mm,
acting up and he's out of character because mom ain't home or nothing like that. Like I'm not here to judge that
yes.
kid. Like what can I do to help the situation? Like what can I do? Like
That's a good way to look
because
at it.
there's a lot of single parents out here. Like my son is fortunate to have both parents at home, both good 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 parents, and a grandma as well who loves him to death, like big time,
Oh
big
five oh,
time.
salute, good brother.
Salute China, nice to see you stopping by. Appreciate the love. Good to see you. Bless up you and your family as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, it's that's what I live for, cause it's
Right,
family.
right,
Like my
right,
kids, what we can do to make it better. I'm glad the community is not that it's not that big either. It's a small little town. It's a small town, so it's everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean?
right. And we
It's
all
not
work together. We all work together. You do what you do. You do what you can do. You don't got to overextend yourself, but we all work together, because you set the example. And like the brother said, it starts at home first and it spreads out. You know what I mean?
right, right. That's what it's like. You don't gotta be the toughest. You don't gotta be the baddest. Be yourself, man. Be yourself. You're the
Right.
best version. Like just you, man.
Like they say, know
Too many
thyself.
followers. Too many followers. Not a too
I
many
agree.
followers. It's like, yo, take that initiative to lead and guide. Like the younger you start, the better it's gonna be. Because there's some young kids that really have a great head on their shoulders. Like I've come
Absolutely.
across some very young. Like how old are you? You 12 years old and you got this kind of
Mhm.
mindset. Like
Right.
you ahead of the game. Like some people ain't some people ain't got it. And a lot of families don't have two parents. A lot of families don't have the father and the mom. We know how
Right.
the system works. It's
Or
designed
sometimes
that
they,
way.
or sometimes they might have both parents in the household, but the parents is not effective. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like my daughter is 11 years old, but if I let you see some of the text message, the conversations we be having, she influences in me so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, the things that she know about, and the way, and I taught my children to speak like that effectively. Let me know what's on your mind. Always be honest with me. In the
Always.
conversations that we have, you would be surprised, because you would think it's like a 19-year-old, but she's only 11. So I'm like, wow. So
Right. Right.
I'm like, wow, I gotta start treating her, like her age, but her mentality too. I'm like, wow, she always surprised me. You know what I mean? We had a conversation last night about mental health and everything like that. So she's the president in her class, right? So
Hmm.
she go on to these like lunch with the principal and everything like that. So she want to bring up a topic on mental health and mental wellness. So I'm like, wow. So I was like, okay. So when she come over here, we're gonna do some research, and we're gonna type up some stuff.
Hmm.
We're gonna go to the library, and I'm like, she's 11, but I can't be treating her like she's 11. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. It makes sense, man. I'm glad she's the president too. That's a good look because
Yeah, yeah.
our kids are shying away from these things. Like you become like you don't want to be known as the teacher's pet or the class the like you don't want to. It's you know what I mean, right, Cos? You know what I mean? Like
No,
you
no.
don't.
A lot of time,
It's
no.
not cool. It's not cool to be the smartest kid in the room. It's not cool. It is
Right.
cool if you ask me, but
No, but that makes people a lot of times they don't want to be them true selves, right? I can remember when I was young in class, being the class clown. I was smart. I was always smart because my father educated me. I was reading books since I was young. But like you said, you don't want to be that because it brings a lot of attention to you. And sometimes we don't want that. So we act out to kind of put that energy somewhere else, or that focus. So it's
Mm,
about, like you said, about being yourself.
that's what
Everybody's not going to like
is it
you.
that you say that? That's that narrative. I'm telling my son and people in his grade to like
Yes.
y'all it's on y'all to change this narrative that's going on. Y'all is
Mm.
the newest the newest generation of middle school. It's up to y'all.
Right.
The reputation became what it is. It's on you guys now coming to change the narrative. Let it
Right.
change it, and I believe they really will. They really will because there's
So as long as you
a
stay
lot
at
of
it,
good kids.
as long as you stay at it and you keep motivating them and letting them know, like the brother said, being smart is cool. Let them know that, and they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right because there's a lot of smart people out here, but they can't be themselves because they're in the wrong circle. You understand what I
Mm,
mean?
right.
Being smart. If you
There's been a situation where it's like I can't read too well because then I'm gonna look too smart and they're gonna make fun of me. So I have to dumb myself down
right,
and read regular or fumble my way through things just so I don't get laughed at because I read too
absolutely.
well. Like, does that even make sense? That doesn't even make sense. Even as I'm saying, it's like the
Well,
mindset.
sometimes if you're too smart and you're around the wrong people, you might offend those people. And sometimes with offending them, it can turn verbal or it can turn physical. So it's about being around the right people, man, and putting yourself in the right circles and where you position yourself in society.
Mm,
You know what I mean? If you can't go around, a bunch of dummies, you might get yourself hurt. But this
mm,
is like we said, this society has done that. So you might be around the wrong circle. You might be with the wrong female, hanging out with the wrong people, and when that happens, you live in the wrong life. You live in the wrong life. So you have a lot of people that's into the wrong lifestyles
It's like,
because they don't want to be themselves.
it's all equal though, right? At the end of the day, because if I could be smart at something, but you could be smarter than me at something else, or something else that you
No,
might be
that's
more informed than I am on different things. Like, so we can't have this mindset. Not saying that we have this mindset, but the mindset I'm smarter than you or you're dumber than me. No, it's like maybe at one particular thing, but
no,
basically what I'm saying is we could all
right.
learn from each other some some way. We all have something to teach each other. Like I'm still learning
Right.
today. Like
That's why it's about influencing others, right? If I see something smart in my friend, I'm gonna influence it. The confidence, you build the confidence in each other, but you have a lot of people that don't do that because they're secretly hating on you, right? So if they see that you're smart, then they're gonna make fun of your gifts, and then you're not going to want to flex your gifts. You're not going to want to shine your gifts. But usually what people make fun of you is not a flaw, it's really a gift. So it's about influencing each other. I see great things in a lot of people and I try to bring it out in them, or I'll mention it, try to influence your friends and your loved ones.
mm, enough, and that's a huge thing what you just said. Because a lot of times people
Right.
and judge them instantly, and don't get to know the person, like understand the person, or give the person a chance. Like,
Yes, yes. Because everybody been through something. Everybody been
mm,
through something, and people are not usually just the way they are for no reason. So when you see certain things, you try to make it better for a person. You try to make it easier on the person. People been through the most hardship in the world, but that don't mean that they're bad people. They just experience some things that they might quite not understand. So if I see a friend going through something, I might give them a hotline or something and say, "Yo, check this out, man. I go down here to this therapy. I think this might help you out, or whatever the case may be. But some people don't do that. You know what I mean? They just if I know my friend has a drinking problem and I want to get a beer, I'm not going to drink in front of the brother, but we do this to each other. You know what I mean? So it's about influencing each other and trying to make it easier because we all got to live in this world together. So I try to make. I see the people right picking up the bottles, and usually when I come from the store, what I buy, I might have like some loose change left, and I give them the change, whether it's 50 cent, 35 cent. So now they recognize me, they look up and they smile, but I give them the change, and I'm making
All
it
right,
easier for them. Just making it easier for them.
all right.
I know they don't want to
That's
be
what.
out in the street picking up cans and bottles, so I might give them a couple of dollars, $2, $3, make it easier for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just learned, and I swear it probably was from you. Even that, the picking up cans and bottles.
Right,
We've had this discussion in the past. The illusion of recycling. We did that. That was one of our first shows actually. So
right,
to it's on the smaller scale of things. We don't have to get deep into that conversation, but people are
right.
cleaning the streets. The streets are being a little cleaner. Obviously,
Facts.
there's messes everywhere. It's helping keep it keep it clean. You know.
Yeah, so we don't even know the effect that these people are having. You're right. And then they're putting themselves in harm's way with the diseases and stuff like that. So I had went in the store and I brought I was buying the gloves for myself anyway, because I told you I use them on the train now. But I took two gloves and I gave them to one of the people that was picking up cans. And I was like, yo, you should use these gloves. But we don't know the effects that we had. You know what I'm saying? None of like I think everyone, like me myself, I try to look at the world as the majority of the people are good people. You know what I'm saying? That's how I try to look at it. Even though you have some people that say there's no friends in this world and everybody's out to backstab you. But I try to look at the overall people in this world are good people. I think it's more good people than
I
bad
want to see.
people.
I try to see. I try to see the good in everybody. Like that
Right.
I come across. I'm not interested in the flosses or the negative or the bad about you.
Right.
Like if the energy feels weird for me immediately, I will not even bother engage. But I want to be loving and kind to everybody I come across
Yes.
on the regular basis. Pause. Let me run to the bathroom right quick. My bad. Excuse me for once.
Okay,
Hold
do
me
your
down.
thing. Do
Hold me
your
down.
thing.
Um, woo!
King Delvin, salute. My piece of bottles again. Yeah, yeah, it's nothing. I knew a brother when I was living in Jamaica, Queens, King Delvin, right? The brother had a van. The brother had a van, and he had a couple of people that didn't mind getting dirty from the community. And they used to go to all of the parks. They went to Lincoln Park. I forgot the park on Main Street. It's that the park on Main Street, that big park right there, and pick up all the bottles and cans. And I think they used to cash them at the end of the week. So it's not what you do, but it's how you do it. It's how you do it. You know what I mean? And some people, they have the idea that they're keeping the community clean, stuff like that. So it's not what you do, but it's how you do it. I remember my man Craig Howard, God bless the dead. This brother was very effective in my life because he taught me about the hustle. This brother had, I think it was a shirt company with ASAP Ferg's father. God bless the dead. They both passed away, and they had a t-shirt business as well. So he taught me about the hustle, and I remember the brother was trying to buy the DVD copier, right? That's when they wasn't selling it. That you couldn't buy it. Only the Chinese had it at that time. That was I think that was back in maybe like 2000 and maybe 3 or something, 2002. But then I seen the brother try to buy the machine for the bottles and the cans, right? And you had to have a business in order to get it. So the brother always taught. So it's what you do. I mean, it's not what you do; it's how you do it. So right over here on what is this? I think that's Webster. It's a brother that got like a little deli joint, and he got the machine, and he actually gives people, I think it's 2 cent or 3 cent for the can, in the bottle, so he make 2 cent off of it. So you know, it's a nice little hustle. It's a nice little
Yo,
hustle, man.
my dad used to collect cans and bottles, right? But
Yeah,
not cause he had to. Like
right,
I used to tell him, like, dude, you're embarrassing me. My friends are like
right,
seeing you like that's not a good look. My dad wasn't he wasn't rich, but he wasn't broke either. Like he
right,
was
right.
far from broke. I didn't understand. He's like
I mean, and some people do it
keeping it
as a
clean,
hobby.
keeping it
Some people
clean.
do it as a hobby.
Hmm. There was even times where he would collect it all, leave it in front of the house just to give it to somebody else that would come by to get him. Like
Yeah,
saving somebody else all the hard work from walking around and stabbing things up, or taking the cans and the bottles and throwing them in there. Like, woo.
I remember one time because my family we throw a family reunion barbecue, right, every last Saturday in June at the park in Long Island City, right.
All right.
So my uncle he collected all the cans and the bottles and he gave them to my son that week. And my son brought him some what's that, foam posits. So you know what I mean. It can be effective. Like I said, it's how you do it. And some people do it as a hobby. As they get older, they might retire at their job. So some people do it as a hobby. It keeps them
Something to do,
busy.
right? Something to do.
Yeah, I
That
know
was
a
my
brother.
dad. Something to do.
I know a brother that wears the gloves. He wears the face mask, and he got the little sticker. You know the stick with the little pointy thing on the end. So you know
Yeah,
some people,
to
some
stab. Yeah.
right, some people made it into a real profession, man. Some people make it into a real profession. If your mind is right, like say if you got a habit, like I know some people that do it, they got the crazy habit, and I think that's a waste of time to do that all day just to get a blast. You're wasting your time and you're putting yourself in harm's way.
Mm.
So, but you got some people that do it just like it's a regular job. They come out 4 in the morning and they back in the house at 8 o'clock or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how pops was, yo. Even the kids out here in the park, like it used to be dirty. The bottles used to get thrown everywhere, and now
Right.
they cleaning up after themselves. Like I've told them,
Right.
this is where we live at. This is where we come from. You want to keep it clean. You don't want to
Right.
keep it clean. Like a good look, create a good look. I promise you, we were to go walk right there right now, be nice and clean. Maybe a bottle here and there, but that's it. Like they don't just throw their crap everywhere anymore.
Right.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Like
Yeah,
nah, nah,
they
nah.
got that in the Bronx. I forgot that. Matter of fact, I just seen it when I was walking from the store. I seen the flyer. When I go back up there, I'll take a little video of it. But they got a cleaning crew in the Bronx now where they do that. I think it's in Hudson.
That was the your way of getting your first job as a kid when you was 14 or 16 like that. It
Right.
used to be like cleaning cleaning up the park. Like I remember that. It was
Yes.
like, oh,
Yes.
summer job. I don't know how the Bronx is now. It's like, oh,
Summer youth, and all of that. Yeah.
summer youth. Cause I don't know. It's about quarter of. I know you say you had to do something at one.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What I'm gonna do is because I got my son. He's gonna call me, so I probably won't leave out to 3. But if you got something to do, you know, we can
I'm
end
here.
it.
I'm here. I'm here. No,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here.
I'm here.
I'm good. All right. Yeah, keep our areas clean. Like
Yes.
my son seen me doing this at a very since he was growing up. If I'm walking through and I see something on the floor, pick it up, trash it, pick it up, trash it. Don't leave it. This is it's energy, it's frequency, it's clean up, clean up.
Right. Right. And
It's
it
a
can have
mindset.
effect on our
But
health.
my
This
dad
is
used
why
to
they're
tell
giving
me.
people the fines. If
My
you're
dad
not
used to
picking
really
up.
embarrass. That was embarrassing
Right.
to me though as a kid. It was one of my. It's like I didn't understand it till I got older.
Yes.
For me, it's like, dude, we're not poor. Like this is embarrassing. People was like, your dad, will collect-" no, he's keeping the neighborhood clean. Actually, rest in
Yeah.
peace, pops. I love you, I miss. It's like, yo, well, you could either be a part of the problem or a part of the solution. What are you?
Absolutely. Which one, like you said, which one are you? And you know, it can have effect on our health, right? So what we do can affect other people without us even knowing it, right? So now they're giving out fines. They give out like $100 fine if you don't clean up your pet. They encourage people to take videos and send it down to the mayor's office. So they're taxing people. So you might as well just do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why just they have to force you or give you a fine, right? Because like the
Right.
brother said, we're
And
all in
you don't want
together.
to get recorded and get put online either. It's like that's gonna start
Yeah,
trending on the whole
right.
world that
Yeah.
yo,
You're
I
not
do
picking
that.
up
I
your
got
dog's cat.
my dog. She don't even use the bathroom in my yard. Like
Okay.
I have to take her for a walk. Like I have to.
Yes.
She won't poop back there at all, at all, at all. She will not poop back there. She needs to go for a walk. So
Right.
always clean up the poop, the doggy bags and whatnot. It is some dogs out there be so beast mode. They be leaving like poops this big out there. Like yo, what is wrong with y'all?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Clean up after the dog. Clean up after the dog. But now people are putting signs. Don't let your dog poop here. It's like everybody has dogs over here. Every every house got a dog. Every house. Some two dogs.
Yeah, they got the
Some two dogs.
signs on my block. They got the signs but you got some people that just don't follow those rules, right? I got some people that live on my block. They just let their dog crap anywhere, and everybody know it's them because you can just follow the trail. But some people, they just don't care, man. But gotta take care of the environment, like the brother said. King Delvin said, gotta take care of the environment, man, because what affects one person, it can
It's
spill
like
over and affect all of us.
you'll take right example. You'll take your dog to go out. She'll take the biggest dump in front of somebody's house, right?
Right.
Go back home. But if somebody does it to you, you'll get mad. So you don't clean it up over there, but somebody walks their dog and does it in front of your house, you're gonna want to get mad. You don't even go and clean the poop your dog left, and now you're getting mad because another dog pooped on you. Like,
No,
yeah.
you're right. Because what are you teaching your dog, right? Because dogs, they pay attention. They pay attention. They're kind of like children. So the dogs pay attention
They
to
all
you.
family. They
So
all
what are you
family.
teaching your dog? What are you teaching your pet? You know what I mean?
Some things be pissing. They leave their. They want to claim everything. They want to leave their scent everywhere. Yo. It's like yo,
Absolutely.
New York be having crazy pit bulls though, like wild pit bulls. That's what you see over there a lot. Pit bulls.
Um, yeah, I see quite some pit bulls. Some people
I
walk with
be.
a little leash on their dog, and I don't.
Y'all
I'll
got
be
the
like,
leash law too now. Y'all got the leash law. You gotta have your dog leash, right? I would imagine
um,
so.
well, I think if you're in the park, definitely where there's kids around, you definitely got to have a leash. But a lot of these they got the dog parks. They got the dog parks now where you take it off the leash and you let your dog run around or whatever.
Uh, there's plenty of fields over here for that too, man. For that too.
Okay, good, good.
For that, like everybody. I kid you not, cause there's dogs everywhere in the neighborhood. And every family most likely has a dog there. But I'm scared of pit bulls. I'm scared. I got bit by one, and I'm scared.
Wow.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Like a dog that I was friendly with too, very that I've known for a long time, and like
Yeah.
I can't even explain. Like I don't know how it just bit me. Like I was like, yo, that was a scary experience. Like, dude, I know this dog its whole life. It just know how
Right.
to turn my back to exit the house, and you just jump behind my leg. That was scary. Yo, got me real good.
Yeah. My daughter was laughing at me the other day, right? Because I took my daughter to the supermarket, took her shopping, right? And she was with her friend. So it was a dog on the block, and I was walking in the street. So I told her come in the street. She laughing, and the dude is like, "Yo, my dog don't bite." But somebody told me a long time ago, right? They said if a dog eats, a dog bites, man. So
Right, right.
and I remember a dude told me, "Yo, my dog don't bite." So I walked on the sidewalk, and the dog tried to grab at my pants leg. So I always go with what I feel. A person can say, "Yo, my dog don't bite." I'm going with okay. I hear you, brother, but I'm gonna do what's best for me, and I'm gonna walk in the middle of the street.
My dog is all bark. She'll bark aggressively, but if you go like, ah, she just turn around
Yeah,
and start running.
Yeah, but I don't mess with them
Love it.
big dogs, them pits or them Rockwallers. Like my son got one of those little dogs, the Shih Tzus, I think that's what it's called. And them joints just try to bite at your leg or whatever. His dog is crazy. But
Oh,
I mean, I could take a bite from a little dog than one of them pits because they lock, man. They'll break your leg. So dude be like, yo, my dog don't bite. I'll be like, okay, I heard that before.
it got teeth, right? Well, it's like, oh, it don't bite me. I'm not. My dog ain't
Right.
gonna bite
Right.
me. It's like, yo, I play rough with mine. I play rough with mine too, though. It's just like, oh, sometimes she gets mad and gets an attitude, like, oh, you playing a little too much. I know when she says you're playing a little too much.
Right, right. Yeah.
Thank you guys all for being in the building with Eric,
Peace, peace,
just
love,
Eric,
man.
the good brother Cosmology Bay. Please
All
subscribe
day.
to him. Tune in. All of y'all subscribe to each other, support each other, love. Put some love in the air, people. TGIF. It is Friday,
Yes,
right? Today is
yes.
Friday.
Today's Friday,
Payday, right?
brother.
It's payday. It's today's
Payday.
payday.
That's why everybody got a smile on their face. It's payday.
It's payday. Get this bread. Get this bread. But love, thank y'all for tuning in, guys. We will do this
Yeah.
again
Thanks for
tomorrow,
having
the
me,
next
brother.
day. Always, always. And if you come up with anything you care to discuss or want to talk, you know what it is. Just hit me.
Absolutely. I got you.
Just hit me.
I got you. Speak to you in a minute,
Love.
bro.
All right, Brody. Love.
Love.
Thank y'all all very, very, very much. That was good. That was great. Always good when I talk to the good brother Cos, everybody that was in attendance, it was Delvin, my lovely wife Barely. I even had China in the building. I made it. I'm just kidding. Salute to you, Brody. You and your wife. Good vibes, good vibes. Shay Love was in attendance. Sis, man. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Peace and love.